Hello, bonjour, Savan. How are we tonight? It is Thursday, January the 8th, 2026, here in southwestern Ontario, Canada, by the beautiful frozen shores of Lake Huron. Coming on tonight, this might end up to be a continuation of videos I did on December 22nd and 23rd, a part one and part two, in regards to healing trauma. I gave a personal example. I'm not sure how this message is going to go, but I was able to get in today because I've been trapped in the area where I live in due to a lot of ice and snow and roads not being taken care of, and etc., etc. I've explained all that to you before. So the ice is all melted, able to get out. The sun was shining. No wind, no rain, no snow, no hail, no sleet. It was a beautiful day. It was above zero. So I got out, got into town, got into my osteopath, which I haven't done apparently in a very long time. And as we were getting back to our usual routine, I think we checked like how long has it been. She was away having a baby, so it's been over a year actually. We were both really surprised. Where did the time go? Well, we both don't know. So getting back into the routine again, because normally I like to go into an osteopath once a month. It's good for you. It's good for all sorts of things. Lines up the body. It's the viscera. Basically, they can put everything back in the correct position where they should be. The chiropractor does the spine. The osteopath goes a step further. They can do all kinds of internal work for you, for your body. So it's good. It's not the same as a massage. It has nothing to do with massage. It's closest, in my opinion, to the cranial sacral work that is done on the entire spine, not just your head. So while she was starting the work, there is my usual ongoing chronic issue that I have with my spine, which I have alluded to here and there. I haven't gone into great detail because there's, I'm like, who cares, right? Except for me and my osteopath and my chiropractor. So she was working on certain parts of the body, trying to get things aligned again properly. And there was at one point near the very end, she was working on one particular part of my body that was just a little bit too much resistance to being fixed, to be being aligned correctly. So we're trying to figure out why is this body part like not wanting to shift and line up. The rest was doing just fine. So we were trying to figure this out, and all of a sudden, there's a tear that came out of my eye, rolled down my cheek. She's kind of looking at me. I'm not feeling anything. There was no pain. I didn't feel any emotion. I didn't have any memory. But I'm just sitting there, and pretty soon, both eyes, there's tears coming out. And all of a sudden, the memory came back. And I heard the memory. Because, I'm clairaudient, so it's easiest for me to hear the information. And I heard just one sentence, and it brought a flashback of a memory code from my childhood. And it explained, so I said, oh, I just heard this. And of course, my osteopath knows all about what we do here. And I gave her that information because she was curious, like, why can I not get this part of your body to move? I guess it's not cooperating. So I gave her what I heard as the memory and a flashback to my childhood of when a particular event happened. And I said, I think this is it. What do you think? And she said, well, that makes sense because it's an emotional upset. And if the body feels like in resistance or threatened, the body part, we do this too, emotionally and mentally. We kind of like, I'm not going to go there, I'm not going to do that. And you block it. You come into resistance to it. It's like, if you've been hit, then you kind of cower and like, well, my body is preparing. It's gone into defense mode, like I'm going to get hit again. So the body gets accustomed to a certain position that you take. So this was linked as we followed the memory code back even further. It went back to the trauma event that we spoke about here, giving you an example of what it's like in the healing process to face your traumas, your forgotten memories, the forgotten traumas from your past, whenever that happened to be. There's really no time limit to a trauma event. It can be anything. It's just that at the moment of the trauma, the body physically holds that emotion very deep in its fibers. So if anybody can loosen this stuff up, other than energy healers or energy workers, it's going to be an osteopath. I've even had that happen with a massage therapist who is a really, really good massage therapist. You have to have somebody who's like really intuitive. There are massage therapists, and then there are massage therapists, as we all know, with everybody. I mean, you get dentists that, that's good, and dentist who's, must have graduated at the bottom of his class or something, You get the point. So it depends on the person's abilities and skills and experience and et cetera, et cetera. So anybody who does that goes right in the tissue and works on the energy of the body, then things are going to be revealed in its correct time. There's always a timing for these to come up. And I'm guessing that since, just use me as an example for yourself, okay? I'm the canary in the coal mine. If I was linking this back to this memory today that came up, which was kind of sort of different than what happened, but kind of sort of related as well. It's in regards to being touched. So some people are all huggy, or they come up and they got to hug you, and other people's like, don't touch me. And then there's everything in between. So it had to do with that kind of comfort and how close do I even want you to stand near me. I mean, some people stand 3 feet away, outside of your aura just because, they don't want to go there for whatever reason. But when I went back and I explained about the trauma that I did on those 2 videos, she's like, yeah, like this is making sense. So I shall continue on, get back to my once a month as long as I can get out of here, as long as, next month the weather is going to be fine. But at some point I shall return. It's good to be in a habit of having someone helping you with your body, with the healing of your body. Because it's not just the physical body, it's the emotional and the mental as well as the spiritual parts of you, parts of your energy body, parts of your aura, the spiritual fields, your energy fields. Goes right through to the light bodies. It's everything. It's absolutely everything. So even if you cannot see, if you don't have your vision there yet, or you don't have your abilities opened up just yet, you can sense that something in the body work that you're getting done is actually helping you. Even if, like with some people, I'll hear them say, I don't know why, but I just feel better, after, energy work with me or with the osteopath or whomever who has done work on the body. They feel better, they feel lighter, they feel happier, they feel more soothed in their spirit. They may not know why, they may not get the flashbacks just yet. So obviously for me, this is my time to unfold everything that needs to be unfolded. So when the time is right, you will know. Your body will know. Your body will teach you, will show you. You'll start to hurt. You'll start to wonder, why do I feel this way? Why am I getting these thoughts in my head? Why? You'll have questions. I don't understand what's happening to me. And this is your opening up. This is your awakening time period. This is you remembering you. This is you looking at you. This is you going, oh, this is what my body has been through. But it's also been my inner knowing. And it's waking up and exposing things to me and reminding me of the things that went on in my past, even before this time period. Because remember, it comes down through the lineage lines, through the generational codes. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, so on, so on, so on, so on. Follow your family tree. That's why people used to be more particular. I think there's an interest now again, but I have a book. Well, I did. My oldest brother has it now, which is fine with me. And it's from my mother's side, the Scottish side. Traces her lineage line all the way back to Scotland and the castle. And there's even, a lock of hair, because that's what they did. I think I did that with my children, but I don't remember where the locks are. And you cut a lock off, a little piece of hair, just a little bit, of baby hair. And you press it, we usually put it in wax paper, and we put it away with our baby books, our baby pictures, and stuff like that. But if they really wanted to, like I explained to my brother, you could actually take that and trace the DNA just from the hair. So this is where we come from. You look at a book, and this book went back to the 1400s, or it is, if you have that interest, which he doesn't, I do. I think it's fascinating. And you look at all the pictures, and you read all the information about your ancestors. And you go, oh, yeah, look at that picture. That's where the crook in my knee, of one knee that kind of has a little crook in it. That's where I got it from. Sir David Menzies, the same thing. There you go. So that kind of thing. And it's very eye-opening. It helps you to know who you are at a physical 3D way, but also it will help to open up the pineal and the understanding of who you've been here before. So let that sink in. Okay, is there anything else to talk about in regards to healing? Because this is a healing channel. That's what we focus on. Anywhere from our physicality on up, there's no limitation as to where we end in regards to talking about healing. Yeah. So we're in this third dimensional density field of light, of lower light. We are processing our memory codes coming back. We're opening up to our higher light. The pineal, in other words, is opening up. Our memories, we're getting memory recall. We're getting higher beams of light pounding on your world and on your planet from all kinds of outside sources. And we have all kinds of memories and memory codes coming up to remind us of who we are genetically, where we've been and why, and where we're going from here. So I watched, I think this is the second Chiron video that's popped up for me to look at. And it was only a few minutes, but the channeling message ended with 2026. I've been feeling things are lighter, things are getting better. I feel like a big energy burden has been removed. It's just all good that I've been feeling since January 1st. But he actually came out and said that we have made it through the shift. So a little bit sooner rather than later, but he made the point about from 2020 to 2025 was the dangerous time period. And I remember, and you may remember me saying this, but back in 2020, remember where we all were in lockdown? I remember asking, because I was getting really annoyed at the beginning. I thought this was, or 2 weeks, well, it's just going to be 2 weeks, people. And I thought, as soon as he said that, the politician said that, I thought, that's a lie. I know you're lying. And it was true, it was a lie. But partway through, I'm thinking, when is this ever going to end? Is this ever going to end? And I asked Spirit for an answer. I said, how long is it going to be? How long is this stuff going to last for? And I heard a very distinct 5 years. I gave you that prediction years ago, and it has been accurate. So we're now through the heavy stuff, the heavy lifting. I'm hearing something about like a dishwasher, and it's on detergent, and then it's on rinse, and then it's on, like there's fluff or something. The heater comes on, and then it's dry. We're through the detergent and the fluff stage, and we're through the cycle. Yeah, we're through the ending part of the cycle now. Wow, that is really good news. It's however you want to take it, but I find that very spiritually uplifting. I feel happy when I hear that. I feel relief. Like it's going to get easier from now on. Things are going to get better. It's not an overnight thing, in this density, this lower realm. Takes time, right? Takes a lot of linear time. So have to stick it out, create what it is you want to create. So spend this time, the astrology, at full speed ahead. We're going to go through some amazing astrology this year. Stuff that hasn't happened before, or stuff that hasn't happened for thousands of years. So start thinking, manifesting. What is it you want? What do you want in your life? It's going to come through very quickly, just like that. So forget about all that other old stuff we've just been through. It's been painful. It's birthing pains, not fun. And now it's going to be, I'm hearing it as less uphill than it used to be. Phew. So gather up your courage, extend yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and move forward into your new higher light. God bless. We give you peace, love, and light. We're speaking to you from our higher angelic might. God bless. We give you peace, love, and light. Well, I guess that's it for tonight. So I shall say good night. Blessings. Take care of yourselves and others. If you do wish to book an appointment with us, you can go to the booking website, www.healingourenergy.ca. Click on Book Now. You'll find a drop-down box there under the pricing heading, and you can scroll through the different services that we offer. All right, it's good talking with you again. Remember, healing is a choice. You can choose to heal yourself. And I'm hearing also to heal your voice. So don't be afraid to speak about it. Don't be afraid to reveal who you really are now. Okay. All right. Bye for now. We'll speak again.